Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Commercial Art Care. Here on a Friday night, here on Friday, December 16th, 2016. Yeah, 12, 16, 16. You guys got it right. And it's 9 days before Christmas, and, well, thought to shoot another night chat. Just to get it out of the way. Hello guys, welcome back. We're inching ever so closer to Christmas here, and just gonna prop my thing up so I can sit back here. So yeah, guys, hello and welcome. It's been actually I think it's been, forget how many entries it's been since I did 35. This is 36, 37. I lost count. Hello guys, welcome back. I've amassed 195 of these, and if I'm not counting correctly, 5 days will be 5 entries will be at 200. Brilliant, guys, just brilliant. Just shift my light a little bit. Prop it up a little bit better. So yeah, guys, hello. So what did I do today? Well, I went to work 8:30 to 5:30, and I worked in the bitter cold. It was like minus 25 this morning. Fun. I survived. I'm here, aren't I? Shooting this night chat. So yeah, guys, we're vastly approaching the end of the year too. I can't forget that. And it's just a thing. Did I tell you guys I rectified that gift card problem I had? Turns out the pharmacist that I gave it to didn't activate it. How dumb was I? So yeah, I had to do that. I really didn't want that to happen, but it did. It's just a fact, I guess. Long story short, I got a new one. I have it. I'm going to use it maybe for another purpose. Maybe not now, but later. But so yeah, I got that fixed. So basically, what happened at work? I got in 8:30. Was told when I got in, 10 minutes in, 10 minutes out, 10 minutes in. Warm up my body. Even though I took more than that. So that happened, and just went about my day. Tried to make everything look nice and pretty, as usual, and just try to keep warm. I looked like a special operations dude with all my gear on, which is pretty funny. And my nose is a little stuffy, so that's not good. Hopefully I'll be able to sleep this off a little bit. It's currently 11 o'clock. Well, currently 11:10 here on the East Coast. But enough about me. What did I want to talk to my viewers about tonight, since I'm here doing a night chat? Oh yes. Told you I wasn't going to get political, but I'm going to delve into Barack Obama's presidency, what I thought about it, and what I really thought from the get-go and what I really felt about it. And how much of a opportunity it was, to have a African American president. I can't discount that. He did make history so I respect him on that for trying to make history. Where to start? He had a pretty interesting presidency. I'm just going to tell you this, guys, right now. For all those Barack Obama people, I don't hate him. I just wasn't into his policies and everything, what he did. And you know why I think? Do I think his policies could have been better? Yeah. Do I think they were his fault? No. It's just not him, guys. And to my viewers who supported him, you know what? He did some things right and he did some things wrong. Every politician does it. To be fair, guys, he came into a storm of epic proportions. The economy was down. The housing market was absolutely nothing. Our debt was absolutely crazy. Now, did he improve some things? Yes, he did. Did he screw some things up? Yes, he did. I'm not going to get into those, but guys, I'm just going to say this right now. Obama could have been, had the crap nut hit the fan, and had he not had to deal with all the stuff he did, he probably would have done a lot more. And I kind of have to give him a little bit of a respectful tone for that, because guys, he could have just come into office and quit, and not done anything. He did what he needed to do. His administration, the government, all worked together, and they did what they needed to do. I'm just gonna tell you why I'm saying this. Guys, there's been presidents that have been more horrible than him. I'm just gonna say this right now. Just been total basket cases. They just haven't been good. I know Calvin Coolidge was one. There was a bunch of them during the early days that weren't great. Thomas Jefferson, who I'm not sure many of you, I'm pretty sure all of you know, is a slave owner. So he wasn't quite the so he wasn't quite the representative character that he should have been. He signed the Declaration of Independence, the bastard, right? But he was one of our founding. Actually, no, he was one of the guys who started the whole thing, the founding fathers thing, and I just think that his presidency had a lot more potential. Had things gone his way, or had the situation not been the way it was, his presidency could have had a lot more potential. I'm not saying he failed. That'd be rude of me, but he did what he needed to do, and he got out. Could he have prevented a lot of shootings? I think he could have done that. Could he reduce crime? Could have done that. Could he have reduced his budget a little bit and cut spending a little bit? Yeah, because we're still in debt. Still owning China and Japan billions and billions and trillions of dollars now, which is toxic. But you know what, guys? You know how long it's been. You know how long we've been building this up. I'm going to say since the 70s. It's just not him. This president after president, it all starts to catch up to us, I guess, guys. And
it's just what it is. So I really can't hate him for it. I kind of respect for him for, doing what he did and making the changes that he did. Whether they'll be beneficial or negative for us, we'll have to wait and see. Only time will tell, I guess. And we'll have to see what Donald Trump does, because everybody's not so crazy about him. So yeah, I definitely think that Obama was two things. He was a president that wanted to make change, but he was misunderstood, and he was not very well liked. I know that much. And nobody liked his policies, and people should have given him a chance, and he could have been much, much more. Had people just given him a little bit more faith, or maybe he wouldn't have had to do the things he had to do. Change his mind halfway. Change his mind a bunch of times, but you know what? President has to be reactive to what he does, So yeah, I think our president, I think in the scope of things, he did what he needed to do, and he succeeded in what he needed to do. On a national scale, it's kind of iffy, so I'm going to say that much. But yeah, it's the presidency. It has its ups and downs, so it's not. But for the country to stay together through all this, and for it to stay strong, I give kudos to this country. I think America will be strong again. And I think my prayers and my words are starting to, along with everybody else, starting to help make that change. So definitely with that. And, he'll have his legacy, I guess, for whatever reason, I usually, and to Barack Obama fans, I hope that he lives a long life, because he'll have a legacy and everything. So, and everything else. So, yeah, I hope he stays alive, because it's because you know what, he technically is. To you Obama haters, I have to tell you this straight up. He is an historical figure now. So, if Mr. Obama is out there watching, sir, you have given this country a piece of your strength, hope, and everything, and the change that went above it. So, it was a tough battle, and I think that respect to the historical figure is well deserved. So, I have no qualms about that. I hope he lives a long life, because it'd be a shame to lose a guy like that. And any of those out there plotting, thinking it'll be a fun idea to take him out, don't. Because we've already had enough shootings in this country causing all these problems. Please don't. Alright. Enough about that, but yeah, I interesting presidency, and it was successful in some ways, nonetheless. So, I have to say that. Boo hue. That's the only time you're ever going to see me do a Jim Carrey impression. But other than that, guys, you know, I'm just gonna give out this message. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what color I've said this many, many times throughout the shootings we've had over the last couple of years. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter what ethnicity. It doesn't matter what background you have. It doesn't matter what you got, what your idealisms are, what your sexual orientation is. I don't care. You have the right to live, and you have the right to be respected. And to be honest, Obama's to be respected in his own quirky way, I guess. So never ever, never ever fall to any racial things, especially all my younger viewers out there. Form your own opinions. Don't go by what your elders say. I mean, they may know what they're talking about, but try to be a little bit respectful, because it's the way how the world works. It's changed since I was a kid. Since my dad was a kid. Especially when my dad was a kid. Black president was absolutely out of the question. No one wanted one. And look what happened. We got one. To much that people should run, I guess. To my fellow Americans out there, no matter who's president, we should support them in some way, I guess, because you don't know what they might do or what changes they might make. They're politicians. They're human beings. They're prone to mistakes. They're going to make an error from time to time. It's going to cost us, like so many other presidencies have. So there's really nothing much to pout about, guys, because we don't know what they're going to do. So take that for what you will, and this country lives on. All right, everybody. I think I've already talked enough. Mike Mo here for another night chat here on December 17th, December 16th, 2016. For another night chat. Thank you, and have a good day. Mike Mo here on entry number 195. Thank you. Have a good day. Or good night, whatever. Morning. And long live America. God bless America. Long live the Second Amendment. Long live democracy. And amen to my grandfather's spirit, my grandmother's spirit. Amen to both of them. Thank you. Have a good day. All right, guys. Mike Mo's Log here for the vlog. You know how it is. Mike Mo's Log. Come on out.